I really don't know what to think. I mean, Gintama has gone to the point now where there's just so much going on, so much on the line, so much at stake. People potentially falling off left, right and centre. And ultimately, I'm believing it's really pointing towards one in particular at the minute. But with the new Shogun in place, an entire system to topple once they rescue their respective leaders, we should have a combined force as long as nothing else overshadows them. And with so much heartbreak recently, what else can go wrong? After taking so much from him, being brought up to be like the ultimate weapon. But there is still some humanity within. Take aim at an enemy that actually deserves it. I mean, was this the plan all along? He's just sleeping. He's fine. Constantly working by himself. Wow, he'd given up on the world to that degree. Wow, that's... I didn't think we needed the reveal. We kind of worked out who he was talking about. Wow. He is completely gone. Any kind of facade of the character that he was before. It's like how many people have been torn apart. Yeah. It's just a case of one thing too many times or once too far. Lives are ruined. Very little chance of ever getting them back, and that's if they actually retain themselves throughout it. But even if there's just gonna be get back, Kondo, get out of this alive, there would still be enemies of the state that wouldn't exactly be able to just go back to the headquarters and carry on as usual. And how... Oh, we're getting the beaked... Yeah, beak mask guy come down himself, are we? And just how many people are going to be brought into this and get swept up in the devastation. Using the rock to hide himself behind to attack? Kinda clever. you know, the rings kind of gave it away a bit. Oh no, if we thought Oboro was bad enough. Well, usually when people get reduced, vaporized, it's pretty tough to survive. They wouldn't be able to halt their blades there. There's a larger foe at hand here. And sometimes it takes a kind of somewhat of an outsider of it all to see that. Well, I mean, if she can try. But that's not part of her mission, is it? Calling her bluff. Ah. Her tears betray her. Didn't really expect to see just a look of utter shock on her face, who's been so kind of devoid of emotion before. Well, free. And because of that, look at the mess you've got yourself into. So we can really tell where this storyline is headed now, as if it wasn't already plainly obvious. That's donuts. You know, this is where just reinforcing her eating habits of the donuts there. Not allowing them to have a moment. You might want to check where it actually came from. She's making battlefield decisions. The same kind of order from the vice commander. You know, survive at all costs. And where did that blade come from? I thought he was acting a bit strange because of what he'd been seeing. But no. Wow. His sword reacting to the presence, the organ music. He seems like a delightful fellow. It's just one thing she cannot follow through with. If there is a future where she doesn't have to carry out the order. So much character development for someone that is was so stoic all the time. With someone of that kind of figure, having these three face him straight away. Oh. Not only stop her kick, but rupture. I do like the effects it gives off every time he moves or attacks. Managing to stop her. Deflect. Redirect her into the ground. Not only is he powerful, but skilled. There's a vast difference between you and him. Jesus. With wounds slowly just opening up. And eventually reached the heavens. Shit. And how much have they been kind of playing behind the scenes throughout the years? We saw her, him being the master there, when she was still growing up. Yeah. Katra's doing things correctly. Everyone needs their own Elizabeth mount. Well, keeping up with the plan there, just get out when you can. If this is as far as they got currently, going in with a small crack squad, I'm glad it goes back to Shinpachi. Even if it was just for a line. Random Shinsengumi member or... Oh, not so random member. And just who you want to run into when you're making an escape. Are you... Is he in a way sparing Octa's life there, or... Oh. Now who could that have been? Wow. Shinpachi didn't really have much of a plan there, he just ran straight in. I don't think his body has realised that he's done for yet. He realised fear, but that was all. Let me guess, the reason why Shinpachi got so worked up just then, it was meant to be, what, Gintoki under the rocks? You see, there's a lot that I'm noticing about this character. Like, it's the beads on his necklace, the sword guard, which I'm guessing is the original meaning of the symbol. Be kind of weird to even think otherwise. The closer he gets there, she landed a blow on him. Everyone is a bit... Oh, it was a fake arm. There was someone else that was caught up in it that he used to make us think it was Gintoki under there. Well, it was him under there, but not in the same state. Oh, there was multiple arms. Was that an actual look of surprise? Managing to not only shock him by the entrance, but remove the hat. Either someone is incredibly happy to be fighting Gintoki, or there's something really strange going on. Like he's fighting a ghost. And now with the mask removed... Oh, fuck. How? How? His life flashing before his eyes there. Returning the favour. Just give him a second to snap out of it in this situation. Or... working together to bring him down. Well, after we've seen the likes lose their head, you think you might need be a bit more thorough. So what? All of the pain and suffering that they've been going through for the years, the feeling of him... okay, that would kind of explain the whole, yet still alive aspect of it. So the feeling of losing his master, his teacher, and being at his hands is what completely useless. It's been undermined by him being the big bad. Still, I love this music. Yeah, just pull back now while you've got a second. Can't believe it himself. There's many kind of potential resolutions to what she just said. If they are one of in and of themselves, them being like two sides to the same coin, same body. I think I'm just awestruck. I don't know what to think. If that is the teacher that Gintoki has spent all his time distraught over not being able to protect, cutting him down himself, and yet can just... Oh, hi there. You seem to know about this sword. I mean, we've seen storylines of, like, clones and shit before, but it wouldn't have this level of, I think, connection to it. And the fact that we were shown hyper-regeneration, I think that's what's selling it to me, that this is the teacher himself, just in a very more kind of bloodthirsty mindset. Well, that, and we've been slowly given hints throughout the backstory, like with, I think when he went up against Well, when Gintoki, Shinsuke and Katsuta were going to go deal with a mission themselves, and there's a bunch of guards, he showed up, and they were like, "Oh fuck, it's you." So he's got much of a past. What exactly that past could be, and well, we might actually been shown now. But to the devastation of Gintoki there, where he actually, even in the face of being cut down, no idea how to react, just completely deer in the headlights, stunned. I will say that it is a slight blessing that Shinsuke is in a coma and not being able to see this development. He'd already had to see Gintoki remove his head once. I think fighting him again, no matter which side comes out victorious, is going to be a bit much to take in. I think that's even crueler for Gintoki, because if this is his beloved teacher, seeing him in this state, doing things that seem so like the antithesis of his actions, trying to build people up from nothing, create this world of somewhat harmony, as it were, now being the crow reaper of death. And how long has Matsudaira noticed that he's been running by himself? He's enemy of everyone but, well, even unto himself, with only maybe a phone contact or two to really be on his side there. The leader of the Miwa I'm not going to be able to say that properly. Really giving up on everyone, everything, life in general, after what happened to him. I think the only thing that might still be somewhat cared about is the orphan he took in, one that took so much from him. But are we going to end his little storyline with like that message finally going through? Statement he said where the reception's been poor for so long. You really felt that, even without the imagery being shown. And that's the thing with this arc recently, there's a lot of imagery being shown. But with a few episodes of this still left, where are we going to go? How long is the fight going to wage on for? Is there going to be like some sort of victory emerging from it? With being shown that, it's his teacher, supremely powerful. Not only is he struggling against a strong enemy, but is struggling against the history, his past, everything, and hyper-regeneration. The odds are really stacked against Gintoki and the rest of them, even if they do work together. Also, Shinpachi's going to need a little bandage. But with a crow like that descending from the heavens, coming down to the plane of men, of mortals, just how screwed is Edo? With a new shogun, this thing in the wings as a enforcer, shall we say. It's more than just a little rebellion required, and I am so looking forward to the future episodes when we get to see it. Hopefully you are too. So really, let me know down below. Maybe leave a like and a comment. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. Share it to your friends and family. God knows I need it right now. YouTube hiding my channel from searchers. What did I do to deserve this? Well, one thing, probably watching Gintama. Now though, give yourself a bit of rest. We may not like what we see going forward. It's going to be one hell of a ride. See you there. I really hope nothing from my channel comes back to haunt me in the future, and therefore I need to thank those that are currently here protecting me, which would be Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Gintaman, Jennifer Rojas, D. Theodore, Alvin Garsan, Defender of Segs, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else. And it really isn't a stretch to say that my patrons really have shaped where the channel's going now. So if there's anyone to blame or thank, it's definitely them. And no matter which side you're supporting, we can come together and watch some anime.